Hi everyone, Happy New Year. I hope everyone's had a nice and relaxing time. So I haven't been doing much actually, and I've come out here. Oh, look, I've just come out to capture some of the flowers. Look at this papers flying here in the wind. I've come out to capture some of the flowers that are blooming. And look at this. Oh, why is it not focusing? Maybe I should get my hand off it. Yeah, let's try again. Yeah, look how cute they are. I might as well just leave it in the sunshine because that's what drew my attention. The sun shining through them looks so cute. And that's from this. This is a pachyphyte. What's this? No, this is a little jewel. Yeah, it is one of those pachyphytums. It's a chubby one. It gets such beautiful markings in winter. So now it doesn't look so bright. But yeah, there's quite a few things blooming. And while I'm showing you the ones or the flowers that are blooming, I thought I'd cover what the year was like. You know, do a full year in review of all the things that happened. And let's look at this. How cute is this? They look like nothing, but the bees have been at them. I've seen the bees coming and enjoying it. Yeah, and sometimes you need some flowers that are green and not bright color, because look, in the afternoon light, how cute is that? Yeah, so the year has been pretty good. I mean, the things that I did, like for starters, what did I do? I can't remember the order of things, but I just remember all that I did was I planted spring bulbs. Those pots are there at the end. They were a challenge. I don't think I'll do bulb planting again. I don't know, it was just I don't think I took the time to look after them, and they were pretty, but not for that amount of work. So I don't know, I'll have to wait and see when May comes around if I do decide to plant bulbs again. Look how cute is that little thing. Another one from that pachyphytum. Yeah, and what else? Oh yes, I got a bee hotel. That bee hotel was such a lovely it was so exciting, and my bee hotel was so pretty actually. But I don't know, these bees, you know, they just didn't show up. I'll just leave it there. As I said, I'll keep it there for, you know, I don't know, because they don't just turn up. They take a couple of years, I think, to decide if they like the hotel. Oh, and look at this. How cute it looks. This thing is blurring. Let me see in the light. How cute it looks. This is from this chubby blue haze. They hope that it's doing it justice. Yeah, and so what I was saying is, yeah, so the bee hotel was, it's still a work in progress, I think. And then I planted up my beautiful pollinator garden. So I planted all the beautiful flowers around it so that the birds have, the bees have, you know, a food source. So I've given them a home, and they'll have a food source as well. So the flowers are, they you know, I had so much of flowers in spring, and I let my dandelions grow. So that was a good source of food for early in spring and late winter also. And then what else? Oh yes, the biggest news I have to say is I got a fan, an actual fan. Oh, let me wait for all these cars to go past. So I got an actual fan, and she's a little girl that's probably in grade 1, and she walked past my house and she loved the garden. So she one day I was outside here and she said, "Oh, I love your garden, it's so pretty, blah blah blah." And I was so excited because the whole point of planting the garden was to have people enjoy the garden when they walk past, and it's something for them to look at. And she was so cute that she drew me a picture of me in the garden. So I put that footage of the picture she drew, and in the back of the picture she drew me watering my plants, and she was so cute that I saw her like maybe 3 times whenever she was going home after school, or going. I only saw her in the afternoons because I hadn't been here. So the days that I was around, I did see her in the afternoon, and she gave me the picture. And then when she came again to see or walk past the garden, and when she walked past, she saw me watering and she stopped to chat. So I cut some of those anemones that were in bloom in spring, and I gave her some, and she was so excited. It just made me so happy that flowers or the garden can give someone so much joy, and that really made my day. I was so excited. And her picture, I've got it on my desk, my home office desk. I keep it there to look at it all the time. And yeah, so that was a highlight of the year as well. And then the other big thing that happened was I reached 100 subscribers, and that was huge because I didn't think anyone would be watching my channel. And this is such a small channel, and I like to bring joy, and I mean, everyone's gardens give me so much joy. So I was hoping, to do the same. And I was so excited when the first subscriber, oh well, I can't say much, the first subscriber was my husband. So the second subscriber, that was it, I was over the moon because there was someone unbiased that was watching my channel. So that was so exciting. And yeah, and then from that first video, it just grew, and now I'm I think at 140, and that is so many. I mean, I never expected to have so many. And look at these, how cute. This is from that chocolate soldiers, and look how dark the leaves are now in summer. So cute. And the birds love these, so I'm so happy that I've got another one of these flowers that feed the birds. Yes, so as I was saying, my 100, I'm going to say 100,000, nowhere near them, my 100 subscribers. That was so exciting. So that was another milestone for me, and I appreciate every subscriber so much, and every like and comment means so much to me. So thank you all for watching, and I hope this garden brings you joy. So let me see what else. I did write it down. Oh yes, and the other major not a highlight, I should say, but just coming to accept things, is my my bird bath. So this bird bath, I've been trying to get rid of it. I need to fill water here, actually, it's so dry. Yeah, so this bird bath, I didn't like this terracotta, and then I got a glass. I hope the wind is not so bad. So I got a glass tray from the thrift store, and I put that and thought they like it, but they didn't like it. So then I decided to cover it with concrete. So there it is here, and there's a glass. You can't see it underneath, but it's the glass bowl. I put concrete on it, thinking that the birds will have a better grip on it, and they would enjoy drinking water from it. But they didn't like it at all. And I had some footage, I think, of one magpie that came here, and drank from it, but that was it. So then I had to, eventually, then the bees were drinking from that concrete pot. So I eventually had to bring this back, and ever since I brought it back, the birds were here and they were drinking water and bathing in this little one. So I just have to, accept that even if it doesn't look so great, these birds like a certain thing, and I should accept that terracotta pot or plate is what is going to stay there. That's the bird bath for them. That's what they choose and what they like, so that's it. So sometimes you just gotta let things be, even if they don't look so fancy and look so good or pretty. It doesn't matter. It's what makes the creatures happy. That's all that matters, because this garden is shared with them, and I want them to be happy. So look at my Gara, how cute it is, floating about in the wind. And that's why I wanted it, because they are so thin, the stems are so thin, and they give so much of movement, and so cute. Look, this floating about here with my succulents, and the succulents are so still, so that is perfect movement for a succulent garden. Yeah, so there's, as you can see, there's quite a few things in bloom. That Gara, I mean, that's going always, but I wanted to show you the succulents that are in bloom. And look, my aloe. Look, the aloe is in bloom. So cute it is in this afternoon light. And look how cute my aloe looks there by the rock. Yeah, so that is in bloom, and those scaevolas are in bloom. That's normal. They've been going since I put them there. But this, I'm just leaving the aphids anyway. I'm gonna leave them. This imbricata is in bloom, and I've left all of the little blooms this year because the bees enjoy every little bit of it. So that's fine. Let them enjoy it. Oh, and let me show you this. Look how lovely it's in the sunshine. I covered this in my Unsung Heroes video. Look at it, how lovely it looks now that the blooms are open, and the bees are all enjoying them during the day. Yeah, so that was most of the things that happened, or the notable things for this year. And the biggest thing, I think I should say also, I know I'm saying everything is the biggest thing, but everything is so major for me, is that I wanted this garden to be just enjoyed by everyone. And I've found people coming right into the garden. They come right up here in the yard and they sit around and take close-up videos or photos of the plants. And I don't mind that, because it shows that they are enjoying the garden too. And this is what I wanted. A garden is for everyone to enjoy, instead of just a boring place. We've got all the different plants and all these car noises. They don't appreciate my garden. And people appreciate plants, and they just love looking at different things. And when things are in bloom, it catches their eye. Oh, talking about in bloom, look, my little Missy is in bloom. How tiny those little flowers are. Oh, tiny red dots. Yeah, so they come in and take photos, probably for Instagram or just for them to admire. I mean, I take photos of people's gardens on Instagram, that is. I didn't go into the actual garden. Yeah, and I just love to look at, what everyone's gardens look like. So it makes me so happy to see people doing the same and enjoying this garden. And so I've achieved what I wanted to do. Let me go the other side and show you a view from the garden there. Oh, before I go, let me mention this raised garden bed that I made here. And I made that stack stone bed on the other side. So this one, look, it was just a wasted space. So I planted a few things here, and it's grown so nicely. And look at this ground cover. So tight it is, because it gets a lot of sun here. It's so compact. And I planted this succulent. This is a sedum as well, but it's a different one. It's a larger leaf. This is the Dasyphilum minor, and with a lot of sun, you can see how tightly packed it is. But yeah, this small space has been put to use, and look, it's become like a little bed. And that's what I wanted to say to everyone, is that, you know, it doesn't matter how small a space you have or how large a garden you have, because, you know, my garden is so tiny and I do cram quite a bit here. But some people don't have the space even. So if you don't, you know, and you love plants, just get a pot and, you know, make a mini garden, or even one plant. If you keep it on your windowsill, it brings so much joy to just look at it every day and see it grow and how it changes. And I know I love to come and I stop my plants and check how they're growing and what's happening with them. And, you know, that can give you so much of peace, just, you know, sitting out there looking at your one little plant or your little tree. And that's how I feel. I mean, I can look at this maple tree and enjoy how it changes, the leaf color changes when it drops its leaf. The structure is so beautiful. So you know, even if you don't have a garden, you can't have a garden, go out and enjoy the park. You know, there's plants there, just sit among them, plants, and enjoy that moment. So I hope you you know, watch these videos and it gives you enjoyment as well, so you can enjoy these plants and pretend you are here, right here, sitting amongst these plants. So that's a lot of things, you know. I'm so thankful for all the little things, because this is what makes life enjoyable. You got to enjoy all the little things, and then when something major happens, it's unexpected and it's just a lot. So you got to learn to love the little things first. And I love my little garden. Oh, look at it, and look at my peach tree. I cut out so much of peaches, you know, early on in the season. And even though, okay, you might have noticed the weeds in my garden, lots of weeds here, I still need to clean that. And you know, that's okay too. You can't, if you can't get to it, don't stress. Just do things when you get a chance. It must not be stressful. This whole point of gardening is to enjoy the moment. Wow, look at the sun here through the maple leaves. That must be just me. I'm just admiring everything. You don't have to agree with me. I love to look at things from different angles. That's why um, my camera roll is full of pictures of plants from every angle. Same plant even. What is that, my plant? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, so I think I shall leave it there, because I did cover the stuff that I wanted to mention, and just, you know, Happy New Year. And I'm going to be back in the garden getting busy, so this is just a little bit of preview, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next week. Bye. Oh, one last thing. I know I said goodbye, but I forgot to mention this little project that I did, where I planted all these stone crop or ground cover in between these rocks, and they are catching on. Still a way to go, but I can see they have settled into the rocks, and in winter they will look lovely, because they do like a bit of cooler weather.